So greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? We're back looking at episodes of Battlestar Galactica with the episode Unfinished Business and The Passage. Let's look at Unfinished Business first. In this episode, basically most of the, details that we learned about this episode are a bit of a flashback. In that, Starbuck and Apollo basically it's fight night or boxing night on the starship. So at one point, basically we learned a bit of backstory, a bit of flashbacks to when everyone first landed on New Caprica, and all the things like say how at one point we realized Starbuck and Apollo, they might have had a thing for each other in a kind of way. And so basically it's fight now, so everyone's trying to get all their frustrations out. Like in that both Adama and Hilo fight.
Say what you want. Say what you want, Admiral.
Nice, Admiral! The old man's got chops. He knows when to make his moves, when to hold back. I wish I could say the same for his son. Come on!
And Tyrell. Basically he thinks like he's being not as as a tough soldier as he used to be. So basically he challenges him to boxing and all that. And I think the fight sequences for this episode are pretty good. It was like watching a little bit of a free non-pay-per-view box tonight. The moments that when it comes to the dramatic elements of this episode, I thought were pretty good. At first thought, since it's supposed to be this part of the episode is supposed to be more dramatic in that Starbuck is supposedly gonna be married to Sam, and also that Apollo is going to marry Dee, and one of the things that happens is they have a bit of a fling, and Starbuck is inebriated, and Apollo basically says he loves her and is willing to end the relationship with Dee, but Starbucks gets married anyways. So that's one of the dramatic aspects of this episode. And yeah, I mean, you can say, the love is good, but at the same time, yeah, you guys are in the middle of a war zone. You guys are fighting for survival when it comes to the human race and all that. Are you sure you're gonna want to have moments where because you both work together, are you gonna say, I'm gonna go over here to where Starbuck is and all that?
Why? So you can hit me some more?
And yeah, overall I'm gonna say this episode was pretty good. When it came to the dramatic aspects, it was pretty good. The boxing and fight nights aspects of it was really good. By the way, I've never seen Fight Club, so yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. Over this time, in this episode, looking at the episode, The Passage, in which say, the food supply is slowly, declining, and basically they're trying to find a new planet that is stuck in between a radioactive cluster. So a lot of the crew, the jet fighters and all that, they basically gonna say, okay, we need to be the ones that are ahead of the starships to basically say this way and all that. And in the past, Kat and Starbuck, basically they have always been arguing and all that. In this episode, it's revealed that Kat is basically, she is, at one point was in the past helping out with criminal activities, in that she was known as a junker, a smuggler of drugs and criminals, and had stolen the idea of another woman who died prior to the colony's attack on the silent attack. So yeah, basically she is trying to, in a way, change who she is. She's trying to actually do better, in a way. And one thing she does is she gets stuck in the cluster, the radioactive cluster, and she is basically trying to help get her ship, or find it, so that it can reunite with everyone else and all that. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, the acting of Baltar and number 3 was really good. I'm gonna say I thought boring, but at the same time, I was more invested in the story element with Kat and her trying to, do better and all that stuff. I thought that was more engaging. And she is able to get all the things that they need, and, it all seems to get worked out. Sadly, though, the character continues to suffer from the word radioactive poisoning, and eventually the character ends up passing. I thought this episode was really good. I mean, yeah, I thought the action sequences were great, and the dramatic aspects with with the character of Kate just trying to do better, even though she's had a past that she's not really particularly proud of, was done well. Yeah.